Just going back to what you were just saying there though about the concepts and that. So just so I'm getting this right, so you basically built a lore around your music, and you use the same characters from album one right up to the new album. Is that what you were saying? That's crazy. That is. I really like that. That is
Yeah,
great.
that's really cool.
like the first three were their own kind of trilogy, and then four and five is a duology. So Asire and Lurkers play together, but they are within a whole concept. So there's callbacks. There's some lines or phrases that are reset, and even when you get the Asire, that is about a person with porphyria. They call it the vampire disease. It's a liver disease that affects, like, the sun will blister your skin and stuff. And so he starts hearing voices. Well, the first three albums are about two characters trying to reach immortality by any means necessary, occultism, whatever. So, like, where did these two beings go? Well, are they trapped in his mind? Is the guy just that mentally ill? So it gives the listener also, if you care about those things, it allows you to kind of pick your own path with that story. And so the first album's called The Three Light Bearers. Well, when you look back on it, the three light bearers in essence are these three characters, or this one person with many personas. So, it gives you choices. So it's not like I'm trying to lock you in this cage with the narrative. It's just there is a base to it and a plot, but at the same time, you have many different paths to take on it. On top of that, playing into all the different realms of the occultism and Kabbalah, the Jewish mysticism and stuff that I like to read on, that's all wrapped in there. So you can use those paths. You can use some of the songs as tarot cards, and there's a lot in there. So, I mean, you can always go back to the well and hear something new, or at least that's what I'm hoping for.
That's really cool, really interesting. Yeah,
yeah. What was it, like 10 years ago, or at this point 15 to 20 years ago, the whole like entertainment industry went in that world building direction, starting with like the biggest example being the Marvel MCU. So it's like everybody who's making shows, movies, music is sort of like doing it's almost like people are doing more of their own version of world building these days. So we really liked that idea when we started, when we first got together and we're planning this. So that's the path, we chose. And I love it, especially since the music I was writing does follow almost like a cinematic narrative path, to have Chris coming up behind it with a whole, literary, what's the word I'm looking for? Lyrical, world building behind that is like the icing on the cake for me. It's like perfect. It's like a perfect marriage of my music with his ideas.
Yeah, and from, like I said, from someone that's new to you guys, I can safely say, like, from an instrumental point of view, anyway, like everything you've tried to do, Dave, definitely translates to the listener, because that's exactly the impressions I was getting. That's why I asked whether
good
the soundtrack was your intention, because that is what comes across.
Good, yeah. I'll keep pulling that thread.
Yeah.